What is up, YouTube? Gamer Bro here, coming at you with another Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls video. Going to be going over the Holy Monk today, which is surprisingly a lot different than the Lightning Monk for several reasons, and we'll get into that later. But first, let's go over the weapons that I have, and pretty much the reason that I wanted to make a Holy Monk. I do have the Hallowed set, Hallowed Hold, and Hallowed Breach. So we're getting 100 resistance to all elements and attack speed from that, along with that holy damage from the primary stats. Other than that, I'm rocking Blackthorns just because I don't have a lot of time to put into this game. So apart from work and family and everything, so I haven't really grinded out the best items. I did make the Reaper's Wraps though, and got holy damage on it, so that was good. Nothing else has really changed that significantly. It's not that big of an upgrade, but this amulet, it's the reason I let go of the legendary amulet I had. Just the crit damage and the crit chance on this thing was amazing, so had to definitely take that. But let's get into the build. The build here, the only primary attack of the monk that has a holy rune is Way of the 100 Fists, and that is the Fist of Fury rune, which is going to allow our enemies to take 60% extra damage over 3 seconds. Now, you don't see too many people using Way of the 100 Fists, but if you look at all the attacks, of course Fist of Thunder, just because the lightning damage, lightning monks are so strong, but if you look at all the attacks, the base damage for Way of 100 Fists is the most out of all of them. You see, we've got 122 there, 109 there, 143, and this is 192. So it hits pretty fast and it hits pretty hard, so definitely not complaining there. I'm using Dashing Strike. I just to get around and get out of the AoEs. Now this is where the main difference between the Holy Monk and the Lightning Monk comes into play. With the Lightning Monk, you have all kinds of elemental damage coming from the lightning. You have your sweeping wind, you have your lashing tail kick, if you have fulminator or whatever lightning weapon you have, you have a lot of effects that do elemental damage. But with the Holy Monk, I'm not finding too many items that give me a chance to have someone explode and deal holy damage or something like that. It's just little effects. So what I'm doing with this build is I'm maximizing every damage utility that I can with the monk. So I'm using the Mantra Conviction with Overall. It's going to give us a lot of increased damage. So going with that. Then Epiphany, just still an amazing ability. Underestimated it at first, but once you really get the hang of it, it's just so awesome. I never change it from Inner Fire anymore. Lashing Tail Kick with the Scorpion Sting. I know this is a holy build, but there is no better Spirit Spender on the monk other than Lashing Tail Kick. I've said this numerous times. This is the best in the game. The high amount of damage it does, along with that stun, it's just unreal. So still going with that. Then Cyclone Strike with Implosion. That's a little bit more holy damage. So going to be increased by those Reaper's Wraps that we're getting, or the Reaper's Wraps we have, I'm sorry. Now for the passives, Mystic Rhythm, every third hit from a Spirit Generator increases the damage of our next Spirit Spender by 40%. It's going to give us some huge Lashing Tail Kicks, upwards of 10 mil, so it's just the damage increase. Momentum, this paired with Dashing Strike gives us 15% increased damage. So I'll demonstrate it for you once I find an elite pack or something, how you pair like Epiphany, Dashing Strike, and Momentum just to get increased damage. And then Combination Strike, each spirit or different Spirit Generator we use increases our damage by 10%. So, and we're going to be using Way of the 100 Fists all the time, so it's just pretty much a 10% increased damage. So with all of these combined right now, and what I'm sitting at, I get almost to 900k damage once I have everything active, and that's not including the Mystic Rhythm for our Lashing Tail Kicks. So that's the build. Now I'll get in here and I'll show you guys how to properly use it and how it works on elite packs and champions and everything, because that's what everyone cares about, killing the elites and champions. So Land on it, buddy. So I mean, see if you see the Wave the 100 Fist. I mean, it really. I mean, it's really good attack, and I don't see it used that often, but it's really not bad at all. Seems like there we go, there's one. But so now see, I'm fighting him right now, but when I use Dashing Strike, we get that momentum buff. So that's really why I like to use it. Stash back, got increased damage. Now, as I said before, you know, because we do have to take so many attack increased passives and everything, it's not. We're giving up a lot of survivability. I'll just say that. I didn't take Transcendence. You don't really have any room to take any of the survivability passives if you want to, you know, be able to put out a decent amount of damage. See if I can find an elite pack. Probably not. It seems like I can never find them when I'm trying to make a video. I feel like Usain Bolt right now. Just flying. Oh, here we go. Goblins. The easiest way to kill a goblin with this spec, guys, is to just keep using Wave the 100 Fist. I mean, it's just, that's the easiest way. And then if he stops, you can lash and tail kick him. But I mean, it just follows him. You don't have to worry about, you know, really doing anything else. But I think that was the shortest rift level I've ever ran. Alright, you guys, got interrupted there for a second, but I got another elite pack here. I'm just going to show you how the build works. When it comes to elites, you want to pop Mantra Conviction, pop Epiphany, and then you pretty much just burst everyone down. This build does have quite high damage output, so I mean, Lashing Tail Kick just crits for so much. And you make sure you want to, you know, use your Dashing Strikes just to get that momentum buff. If I wasn't slowed there, I'd have been a lot better, but
my wounds are closing.
But that is the build, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Try it out. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you change anything else. Again, we're just going for maximum DPS that we can, and when you're in a group, just switch out Mystic Rhythm for Unity, and that's going to buff your damage by a ton, especially if you got 4 people. So really going to help out there. But you also have to switch out your Mantra Conviction for something else, but it's still a bigger increase in damage. But that's the build. Hope you enjoyed it. You know, tell me down in the comments below if you would change anything. Make sure to subscribe for more Diablo 3 content. This is Gamer Bro out, and peace.